Hello, I'm Tracy Pa, and welcome to this Sunday's episode of Scope. Celebrating Papua New Guinea's independence at home comes with commitment and determination. This is the shared vision by 4 Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary Band members, with most of them playing between the 1970s and 1980s. Participating in the 2025 Pacific Police Tattoo may be the last time they get to showcase their skills and committed service to the force and the country before they transition into retirement. Between the 1970s and the 1980s, 4 members of the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary Band were at their prime. Today, this police band pioneers still stand tall, batting out tunes on their instruments. Their most recent duty was at the 2025 Pacific Police Tattoo, where they got to lead other band members on home soil, a proud moment because they were the center of attention, for the country was turning 50 and they got to see that sunrise. Senior Sergeant John Api, Inspector Lucas Nege, Inspector Alu Kappa, and Chief Sergeant Richard Guy witnessed Papua New Guinea grew from administrative rule to self-governance. Most of the police forces transition and transformation. These brave men once served as dedicated police constables in their respective divisions prior to joining the band. They joined the police band in the 1970s. While many of their comrades retired, they held on and braved the toughest of tasks, not to mention the weather, to reach the 50th year of PNG as an independent nation. The police band today boasts 19 members and include 6 pioneer police women. It has performed on world stages including Australia, Japan, England, and Scotland.
We traveled as far as the UK in 1986, and we participated in the Royal Tournament in Elscott, United Kingdom. And then we also participated in South Australia for the Adelaide Tattoo. And then that is the third one that we, that's the inaugural one that we hosted here in our country. And yeah, we are proud. And then we have the last 4 surviving that we traveled to the UK and down to South Australia and any other countries that we participated. We are the last 4 surviving members, which that will be the last, partaking in such a tattoo for us.
To serve the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary Band onwards. During my time serving the band, I also attend Elscott, which is at London, Royal Tattoo. And then from there I went ahead with Adelaide Tattoo, Osaka, Japan Tattoo, and then other several tattoos from Brisbane. And we went on to Melbourne, Sydney, attending tattoos. After that, we continued to serve within the band.
I was in the band since 1978. Like my counterpart said, we also took part in tattoos in Adelaide, Edinburgh Tattoo in England.
Inspector Nege is the band director. He shared why he joined in 1975, the effort put into their duty as band members, and why they were the awardees of the best drill during the Pacific Police Tattoo.
Together, the drill part of it, because since day one, when we had that, the tattoo would be staged here in PNG. Since towards the end of last year, we started rehearsing. We started rehearsing for this, today's event. So I'm not surprised that we selected the best drill. So yeah, we've been practicing since end of last year. So we're going to celebrate for the 50th independence for the country. We're going to celebrate with this award as well.
Senior Inspector Api joined the band at the tender age of 20. He says he grew up in the colonial era, trained and supervised by expatriates. He is now 63 years old and says his passion for music motivated him to serve the band for almost his entire life. It is a significant legacy as he reflects on retirement.
I joined the band when I was 20 years old. Now I'm 63 years old. I've been serving all my life within the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary. So I'm looking forward for my retirement, which the young guns can take on from here.
Chief Sergeant Guy was the youngest officer who joined the force at just 16 years old. Guy, who is now 63, has made a lasting legacy and looks forward to retirement too. His only hope is that the police band maintain the integrity it has built and continues to uphold for many more years to come.
I was in the police force in 1978, 14th of August. And when I was in the age of 16 years old, when I was in Lae. From then, during my career with the band at Bomana, I learned more. Why I decided to join the band because of the music that the band plays was so thrilling. You know, it brings life to people, to young people. And I decided to have that music in you reflect something special to embrace us.
The Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary hosted a 2025 Pacific Police Tattoo in commemoration of the Papua New Guinea's 50th anniversary. 7 Pacific Island countries joined PNG in the event. Police Commissioner David Manning thanked the Pacific Island countries for participating in this event, saying their participation shows collective strength, shared history and shared future in safeguarding our people in the security sector.
Police bands from across our region have performed together in one coordinated display of regional solidarity. It is indeed a moment of pride for us all, and especially for Papua New Guinea. As we mark 50 years since our nation's independence, that this tattoo takes place during our Golden Jubilee year makes it all the more special.
He then thanked the pioneers for their service to the RPNGC, the police band and the people of Papua New Guinea. You're watching Scope. Drop a like or comment on this story later on the TV1 online website, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Still to come, exercise Hantaplong All makes it to Port Moresby after the historic walk began in Wewak in early July. The unveiling of a national monument of the late Grand Chief Sir Michael Somare at the National Parliament stands as a moment of solemn reflection and commitment to the founding values of Papua New Guinea. The unveiling coincided with the National Parliament's 41st anniversary. Prime Minister Marape said the bronze monument is a national symbol representing unity, humility, service and the enduring spirit of self-determination.
Unity, humility, service is echoed by this physical structure of PNG's leading founding father, the late Great Grand Chief Sir Michael Somare, the name most renowned over the world today as the man who led Papua New Guinea to self-determination. As the House Tambaran, the National Parliament House, marked its 41st anniversary, the unveiling of this majestic plaque that evening was in honor of Sir Michael's legacy, his life and his leadership. Lady Veronica Somare's emotional response highlights the profound impact of her husband's immense contributions and the deep-seated feelings of loss that many in the country share. The presence of family members and representatives from all walks of life during the ceremony highlighted the collective appreciation for Sir Michael's role in guiding PNG towards independence and shaping its identity. Prime Minister James Marape extended gratitude to Lady Veronica and the entire Somare family for allowing Sir Michael to serve the country with unwavering dedication for more than 4 decades.
This monument rises in the heart of our democracy, close to Parliament, close to people. It will stand for a generation as a sentinel of his ideals: humility in leadership, unity in diversity, respect for both tradition and progress, and service to people above self-interest.
The event provided an opportunity for reflection on the values and aspirations that Sir Michael embodied throughout his life: leadership, resilience, and commitment to national unity. As citizens look back on the history of their nation, such commemorative events can foster a greater understanding of their heritage and inspire future generations to build on the foundations laid by leaders like Somare.
And to my fellow parliamentarians who are here in government, this is a reminder of the duty we have for the construct of our country. It not only speaks of the past, but it more importantly points to the timeless value of service to our country, that the need that our country remains at call for continued service.
Sir Michael's son, Arthur, described his father as a quiet, humble man who let his work speak volumes. He said Sir Michael carried a quiet confidence that came from being deeply grounded in the values of respect, dialogue, and Christian faith.
He was not perfect, but he was consistent in his love for this country. And for that, we honor him here tonight. Not as a distant historical figure, but as a leader whose shadows still falls upon this place and whose spirit will continue to whisper to our national consciousness.
Mr. Somare called on Papua New Guineans to see beyond their tribes and provinces and embrace the idea that what unites them as Papua New Guineans is far greater than what divides them. He said Sir Michael fought hard to unite all citizens despite language, culture, and traditional barriers.
He believed that leadership is not about power, it is not about status. It is above all else service. And it must be rooted in humility, integrity, and an unwavering belief in fairness and justice. That is the legacy we are called to live up to today.
Governor General Grand Chief Sir Bob Dadai counted himself privileged to have served under Sir Michael Somare when he first entered politics in 2002.
As a nation, we would not have asked for a better founding father than Grand Chief Sir Michael Somare. We and the future generations of this great country of ours are indebted to this man for his courage, his boldness, fearlessness, and the spirit of strength he carried with him to push and be the face of thousands of tribes and cultures united in one country, one people, and one nation, Papua New Guinea.
Sir Bob further highlighted the former leader's exceptional ability to remember names and engage with people effectively. He reiterated that the impact Sir Michael had on Papua New Guinea's history and development is overwhelming. Hence, we celebrate his legacy and contributions to the country. He said Sir Michael's dream and aspiration was to see a unique and diverse people in this beautiful land unite and coexist as one independent people.
When we come back, 19 members of the 1st Royal Pacific Islands Regiment reached the nation's capital after being handed the baton of the Exercise Antaplongol Walk that began in Wewak, East Sepik Province. This historic walk is a reenactment of the 1975 walk by a 16-man team from the 2nd Royal Pacific Islands Regiment to Port Moresby to deliver letters of greetings to the then Chief Minister, Michael Somare, and then Minister for Defense, Foreign Relations and Trade, Albert Moihari Kiki. Its mission accomplished for the PNG Defence Force when members of the 1st Royal Pacific Islands Regiment entered the Central Province with the baton of Exercise Antaplongol, a historic journey reenacted as PNG readies for September 16 to witness the sun rise on the country's 50th independence anniversary.
This walk essentially traverses the country, commencing on the northern seaboard of mainland Papua New Guinea in Wewak, crossing the mighty Sepik River, the Ramu River, and its large swampy plains to Medang, then stretch across the large Makam Valley to Lae. From Lae, soldiers will make the slippery climb to Wau before navigating the treacherous mountain ranges and cold, dense forest to Gulf, and where they will descend onto the Lake Lakakamu River and wade through the swampy savanna towards Hiritano Highway. From Hiritano, they will follow the highway to Port Moresby.
The mission to reach Port Moresby on September 1st has neared its end. What began at the Moyne Barracks in the East Sepik Province will soon end in Port Moresby in the next 24 hours or so. 16 soldiers from the PNG Defence Force 1st Battalion Royal Pacific Islands Regiment are concluding the last leg of the historical Exercise Antaplongol. The men were handed the baton by the Long Range Reconnaissance Unit at Malalawa Station in Gulf Province. In 1975, a 16-man team from the 2nd Battalion Royal Pacific Islands Regiment made the 1,200-kilometer trip that began in Wewak and ended in Port Moresby. This significant journey was to deliver 2 letters, one to then Chief Minister, the late Great Grand Chief Sir Michael Somare, and then Minister for Foreign Affairs and Defense, the late Sir Albert Moihari Kiki, at the Government Administrative Complex in Waikani. The reenactment involves various troops from the 2R PIR Battalion to the Engineering Battalion in Lae, the Special Forces Unit, the LRRU, and the 1R PIR Battalion.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
On Tuesday, 26 August, the 1RPIR team reached Agevairu Station in the Central Province, where they rested in respect of National Repentance Day. It was there that the TV1 News team met with a large group of young men who were part of an urban youth group in Wewak. They had been walking with the different groups of soldiers through to Madang, on to Leh, down to Gulf, and now to the Central Province. Their purpose for walking the distance is to promote peace and emphasize on stopping violence in the country. They also have a bigger purpose, and that is to seek support in establishing a youth council office in the provincial capital of Isipik.
Ormangila bicycle cycling group also awareness flow say no to all forms of violence side. Example, wife beating, child abuse, this like that. Okay, miblo Ormangila walkathon awareness miblo sa walking and miblo sa challenge all youths lo organize raise their mole sinda ne provisional coordinator lo talk on the mall iga the way government sa funding melbi mall youth staff ta miblo no organize now miblo no straight miblo yet now
Junior Semi said after they witnessed the 50th independence activities in Port Moresby, they intend to visit with the Office of Youth and Community Development and see how they can work towards that youth council office. A few members of the Wewak community in Port Moresby have met with the young men to support their mission. In time, commanding officer of the Engineering Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Velmo Kagena, said all soldiers involved in the exercise will meet up in Port Moresby for the Freedom of Entry March from Laloki into Port Moresby to kickstart PNG Defence Force Week. Exercise Antaplongol is expected to reach Port Moresby tomorrow, September 1st.
That's been another edition of Scope. Visit the TV1 online website, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, and leave a like or comment on our Scope stories this week. Until next Sunday, I'm Tracy Pa. Good night.